Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz News and Entertainment with a Buzz. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that Jamaicans are in the news again for all the bad reasons overseas, internationally. Barbados, to be specific. Jamaicans are responsible for the 47th and the 48th takeaway homicide in the little island of Barbados. 48 to 50 thus far for 2025. So therefore, they are 20 times less violent than Jamaica if you look at the statistics that at least 1,000 persons lose their life on an annual basis in a Jamaica. I am going to speak about the 47th takeaway happened at a place known as Green Hall that is in Christ Church. Don't know if it is an actual church or that is the name of the place. Somebody in the comment section from Barbados can let me know. Based on the information, it is said that two young ladies rent a place from their landlord, land mistress, whatever you want to call it, a lady. She told them when they first rented the place, listen, me no wanna riffraff, me no wanna contention, me no wanna cussing, me no wanna fighting, me no wanna hear say anybody live and then DEAD on the spot. Seeing that the era or the place is called Christ Church. Keep it Christly, no sorts of hooliganism. Well, people, that would change on or about the 19th of October 2025, where it is said that a lady who rented the place with her next lady, 3 bedroom, it seems as if she brought in a man, and that man was her lover. However, it seems as if love would turn the polar opposite into hate, and there was some sort of domestic dispute, some sort of argument, verbal turn physical, where it is said that a knife, a kitchen utensil came into play. And at the end of the day, during the dispute, it seems as if the lady got the upper hand of the man. She pretty much bust him short. Based on information, it is said that he was rushed to the hospital. However, the severity of his wound, he did not make it. Too late was the call. It is said that that lady, his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, was taken into the custody of the police. She is doing a question and answer. Don't know what is going to happen. Don't know if it is going to be deemed to be self-defense or whatever the circumstances are. As soon as I get some more pertinent information, I'll be sure to divulge ASAP. Now, people, when this landlord, land mistress heard that somebody had actually lost their life at Christ Church, when she had already warned them, listen, me no wanna mix up, me no wanna rate, me no wanna passa. Me no want violence, me no want commotion at my place. Keep it Christly. This is exactly what she had to say when she heard that somebody actually lost their life. Take a listen, take a look. I cried this morning when I realized it's him because I rent the house to these two ladies. And then I said, it's got 3 bedrooms, bring in somebody that you can help bring the rent. She brought another fella. But I only met him yesterday. Yesterday, I was here at this house. I leave here about 1 o'clock, so 1:15. I came for church right here. No noise been here, nothing sudden going on in this house. My son cut the grass yesterday. He came out at 1:30. And the noise been going down here because I already know it was going up. And my son would have called me and I would have come back here. Because I do not tolerate nobody have nothing at all. Now, people, it seems as if this lady probably heard about Jamaican, probably heard that Jamaicans are violent in a nature. But she figured, listen, after all, this is Christ Church. These persons are going to come in and respect the rules and laws of the house. However, one thing that we've realized as Jamaican is that they always get their anger, make the best or get the best of them. They always resort to violence. This lady, meaning the landlord or land mistress, would have learned the wrong way or the hard way. So people, the first takeaway that I told you about was the 47th. The 48th takeaway in the island of Barbados took place at a place that is called St. Barnabas, St. Michael, wherein a 22-year-old Jamaican, he was caught up multiple times. His name is Shaquan Ronaldo Chandler Ray, Jamaican by birth, living in Barbados. Based on the information, it is said that at about 10:45 a.m. in the morning, broad daylight, there was a brazen, brawling argument between a group of men. It is said that one of the men wheel and pop off a tool, can up Mr. Ray a couple of times. He fell to the floor. The man walked away casually and then walked back to him and put a couple more rounds in him, meaning Mr. Ray. It seems as if Mr. Ray was acting or playing possum, acting as if he was gone at the first point. However, when the man called him up a couple more times, him decides that he want to run for him life. However, too late was the call. That young man is now a suspect for the takeaway of Mr. Ray. It is assumed that that man is also Jamaican. So people, when we think about the fact that this place, 48 to 50 takeaway at this point of the year versus Jamaica, 1,000, 20 times less violent. What is the odd? What is the possibility and probability that the 47th and 48th takeaway are Jamaicans back to back? So if we do the law of possibility and probability, it would tell you that Jamaican play a very important role in the violence of that country. So people, this speaks volume of the type of persons that leave from Jamaica with them same bad attitude, badness, anger management problem, can't resolve any sorts of thing through some amicable agreement, always want to take it to violence. The 47 takeaway, the girlfriend bust, the boyfriend or ex-boyfriend short, take him away, take him to the hospital, too late was the call. Mr. Ray, 20-year-old, in a some sort of dispute, turned from verbal to physical to gunplay. Him lose for him life, can up multiple times, run for him life, but run and collapse. The injuries he succumbed to. So people, at the end of the day, this shows you that Jamaicans, them always give the country some sorts of bad name. It does not matter if a Jamaica are international. Same people, same type of ish. Point blank and period.
We must come catch her with man pantapar in idea. So around 2 hours ago it happened, you know. Man, say I give her money last week and give her 100,000. And this week can come catch man pantapar in woman in yard. So I don't know why I am, man.
Hi, evening check. See the video, you see me said, see she and her lover, right? Them say the lover do it. So this a personal thing, you see. And I know she a give it hour. Probably say, probably a week to the, most like a week in week to the flesh card. If you see my video, like she on her phone or text, hour. And I said, sir, you should not kill her, see. But the man said this is a personal man, see. Yeah, man. As I can see him and her there. Yeah. Allegedly, that they are saying. Put here to the video of my brethren, my co-worker friend said, recently him and a girl that stopped off. And them break up. But I said she did call him 2 youth, 1 boy, 1 girl. Yeah, man. That man said the G, where I do the video, when I lay down, short text. Yeah, man, I G do it themselves. So she did go and live. They go and live 2 kids, 1 boy, 1 girl. Yeah. Just a girl. So that go on the street. Yeah. So that happened.
Rascal, my bad. You know, say, daddy guy come from Lacey, my John Cross son. Yeah, and call him Crow, him chop up him baby mother up there this morning, man, kill her. I must chop her two pitney them too. And something.
What you just heard is of an unfortunate incident that took place in which a lady lost her life. She was pretty much run out of the house under some cloth in some choppings, run down to a gully. Unfortunately, she did not make it. She succumbed to all of the injuries that she had over her body, over her head, over her face. It is also said that two children, or at least one child, was also clot up, chopping at the head. Cannot confirm that. That is based on audio that is out there, word on the street. Now, people, as I speak, I am showing a video that this man took. I guess the man that is a suspect. You could see the lady on her phone, man and woman in a bed. She on phone seems as if she was disinterested. Just psychoanalyzing his face, you can see same look, him kind of look like him insecure. Him kind of look like him a prayer, like him I said. Then hold on a minute. Who should on phone with? Now people, you and I know that men and women, they are very slick. They can be cheating right under your nose, literally. And you would not know, or sometimes when you know, it is taken to the furthest extent. Unfortunate thing is that a child or two children were also in the house, witnessed the whole episode, even become one of the victim, one or two, seen their mother chase under some cloth in some chopping, run down the hill, and then the mother would eventually die. The little child, like I said, was taken to the hospital. Unfortunately, when these men snap, them not just snap and leave it at that. They want to take out, eradicate, erase the whole family. Anybody that they think are somebody that are considered as family also becomes their enemy. Now, people, based on what I am hearing, it is said that this lady, couple different stories, mixed reviews. This man was with the woman and they had broken up. Or that man heard that this woman have new man, and that was why he was upset. Based on what we're hearing is that he must give her 100,000 and he may say she cheat people. Whatever the circumstances is or are, there is no sort of justification whether you get burned to a crisp. Whatever the circumstances, you should understand that whenever you are in a relationship, if it's even marriage, it is a 50-50. So therefore, there are no guarantee that the next person, your partner, won't be cheating. There's no guarantee that you are not going to break up. Nothing lasts forever, with the exception of salvation, taxes, and DEATH. So people, at the end of the day, like I said, very unfortunate incidents. Women out there, men out there, make sure you know the partner that you choose. Make sure that you are compatible. Make sure that that person does not have any sorts of anger management problem. And even sometimes people live a double life. Them act like Mr. Nice Guy and then poof, is a chucky in a relationship with sleeping with the enemy. And this is where sleeping with the enemy end up putting her to sleep. Now, here's a problem. A lot of men don't understand when the relationship has ended. Whenever you get the pink slip. However, you should make that ending as smooth a transition as possible. Meaning that don't let it end on bad terms. Don't let it end where you're actually taking the man's money, knowing that you're using him and knowing that you have a next man that is the minister of work while this man is the minister of finance. Because then it is going to be retroactive, meaning the money that he gave you when you were together. He's going to be thinking that, okay, so I use me all the time. So it's going to feel as if you owe him. He's going to make it seem as if you are obligated to him through the finances. And people like me say, it is not justified what that man do. So my point is that if you know that you don't want this man, do not take his money. Do not use him. Do not have him hanging around, especially when you know that that man is very insecure within himself, very unstable, and even worse, he is violent. It makes for a bad combination. It is a recipe for disaster and DEATH. But it seems as if a lot of women in Jamaica don't understand that formula or concept until it is too late. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that the police in Jamaica, JSAF, they're on a wipeout campaign as it pertains to criminal elements, gunmen, gangsters, dons, extortionists. And we saw that at least 3 persons lost their life in the Linstead area less than 24 hours ago. And also 2 other individuals got caught up in a confrontation with the police. The next one was injured. So 5 persons lost their life at the hands of the police, justifiably in a less than 24 hours. The police is batting 100%. They are making a whole bunch of dopey bats. Now, people, in that incident that took place in the Linstead area, pictures have been circulating of at least 2 of the 3 suspects that lost their life. If you look at the screen as I speak, these are 2 of them. Based on information, it is said that one of those individuals is from a place known as Crawl, which is called Riversdale. So based on what the police report said yesterday, at least 3 out of the 5 that were in the vehicle succumbed to injuries from the lethal weapon. 2 others escaped based on information, word on the street. Word on the street is not always 100% proof. It is said that one more of those individuals was found in a place known as Commodore, which is right down the street. I guess in Tekwa himself, however, he could not run too far because he was allegedly injured or he just got caught. Don't know the circumstances. Now, people, based on the information that is going on out there, it is said that the police acting on intelligence, that these men were on a mission of robbery that was supposed to have taken place in a St. Anne. However, it was foiled by the police. Based on information that I am now getting, it is said that those individuals actually went on a robbery in a Trelawney. I think that that is where Bolt is from, on a vehicle robbery. That was when information was said to have gone out to the police APB all points bulletin that these men were traveling in a vehicle in which they were intercepted right there by the toll by Angels in the Riversdale, River whatever side area. That was when the confrontation with them and the police said them jump out of the vehicle, alighted out of the vehicle, start blaze up all sorts of can. You and I know who got the SHITTY end of the stick, based on the fact that at least 3 of the 5 were taken out. 2 police, 1 injured bad, 1 injured not so badly. 1 was treated and released. The next one is said to have been in the hospital. Now, people, based on information that is out there, it is said that at least 2 of the 3 that lost their life have been identified as one known as Leprechaun and the next one known as Nalav. Well, people, based on the videos, based on the pictures that we saw circulating over social media, it seems as if when they went on this robbery, Mr. Leprechaun did not receive his pot of gold. What he received is a whole bunch of gunshot that gave him a whole bunch of holes. As it pertains to Nalav, he was not laughing. His teeth was skin, his eye was open, his mouth was open, and most importantly, there were also a couple of gaping wounds in his face and in his body. Now, people, based on information, it is said that one of those individuals, he has a brother that is presently in front of the court on some sorts of gun and murder charge. People in the community, based on conversations that I've had, it is said that one of those youth is very jovial. People like him. People say that he is funny, he is hilarious. However, what persons don't realize, the same people that you see that is always laughing, it is because they are not gainfully employed. So therefore, them have a whole bunch of spare time, like them say, the devil always finds work for idle. So therefore, they live a double life, and now they are experiencing the double side of life, meaning being alive and being unalive. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is an update about a story that I spoke about of a Manchester farmer that lost his life. His name is O.J. Gooden. He is 30-year-old. Based on information, it is said that Mr. O.J. was in the comfort of his home with his mother in a place known as Comfort Hall, like I said, Manchester. When he heard loud knocking on the door, he must say, hold on a minute, who that? The men outside or the voices outside echoed and said, police, or the police, open up. It is said that Mr. O.J. opened the door. When he opened the door, he was surprised with men with all sorts of police-looking uniform, all sorts of gun, in his face, in his mother face. It is said that Mr. O.J. did not even get a chance to run. He was blazed up multiple times. His mother was placed on the floor. Did not hurt her. She did not get any sort of wound. Blazed up Mr. Gooden a couple of times, and then they went outside. Mr. Gooden had his car parked outside. They also broke the glass and burned up in the car. Now, people, when we hear stuff like this, it is usually a crime of passion. It is usually a crime when persons are trying to send some sort of message. This was no random act of violence based on the fact that the men were dressed like police, based on the fact that the men were saying that they were police. So therefore, they wanted to surprise whomever they went into the house to. And obviously, Mr. Gooden was the target of the operation, illegal though it might be. Now, people, the police have not said what is the motive of that takeaway, but as soon as I get some more pertinent information, I'll be sure to divulge ASAP. Whatever the reason, it seems as if somebody wanted OJ out of the limelight very, very badly. Point blank and period. Now, people, remember I told you that at least 5 persons lost their life at the hands of the police in a shootout in a 24 hours or so. 3 of them in a Linstead in a shootout with the police after a robbery. Fast forward to St. James, 2 other individuals lost their life, and the next individual was also turned up at the hospital. I want you to take a look to exactly what the professional news media personalities have to say as it pertains to those 2 shootings at St. James, and then I'll give my piece.
And 2 men were fatally shot during alleged confrontations with the St. James police over the past few days. In the first incident on Sunday, a man was fatally shot in Granville, St. James. About 6 a.m., the police accosted a group of men. The men reportedly opened fire, and this led to a confrontation. One of the suspects was shot and killed, and a firearm seized. He was listed as a person of interest for the shootings and other serious crimes in the St. James division. In the second incident, which occurred on Monday around 7 p.m., a suspect was fatally shot and a rifle seized by the police. A police team was conducting an operation along the Spring Mount main road when they signaled a motor car to stop. It's reported that the occupants of the vehicle opened fire at the police. The fire was returned and one of the men was shot. The unidentified man was transported to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Another man who was wounded during the incident later turned up at hospital with gunshot wounds. He was arrested and placed under police guard.
Now, people, when you hear what is going on with the police and these criminal elements, it is obvious that the police is sending out a very clear and concise message that we are not playing with you individuals. We are going to fly all of your dopey bats. Fly high or fly low, we are going to achieve a new Jamaica. A Jamaica in which persons can actually walk up and down, go about their merry business without fear of being assaulted, taken out, robbed. So therefore, if you don't get the message in the bottle, if you have not read the notice board, if you not get the memo, change up your thing because the police are coming to get you. Fly high or fly low. Do the right thing or the wrong thing is going to do you. Meaning that do you send you in the afterlife. F-U-C-K, you are going to get point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.